What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Forgive me for my tardiness, y'all. You know, a father's job is never done, you know. I had some things to do for my family. You understand? I hope everybody's having a good day, a good evening. You know, this ain't the morning time, it's the evening time, you understand? Shout out to Miss April Barnes. Shout out to Coach Marv with the $2 super out the gate, you understand? He says, landlord, check your inbox on Twitter. I will do so, sir. I appreciate you. You understand? I appreciate that. Shout out to Mr. Joe Tranchina. I appreciate your support, sir. Cowboys click. See, I got it right that time, you understand? Shout out to Michael Lockhart, the Lockhart squad. Miss Elder, I know you out there listening somewhere. We appreciate you, man. Shout out to Miss Patrice Langford, Miss Regina Green with the green, Mr. Wolf, you understand? Shout out to everybody rocking. Eric Wallace. Who else we got? Mr. B, Dallas Law in the building. Cowboys fangirl, Peter Rizzo over there on Facebook. Shout out to my Facebook team. You understand? Shout out to Cartavius in the building. Big Dallas 8604. Let's go. You understand? Hit that like and share for the squad. And we finna make sure them haters doing exactly what they was put on God's green earth to do. Quickly, you understand? We know we got some things to do, but that's hate, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. Let's get this trap jumping around the corner now. Yeah. Let's go. Tell a neighbor, friend, or foe. Yes, sir. Hey, let them know we live with it now. Let's go. Yes, sir. Understand, let's go. It's game day, baby. We got some things we need to see. You understand? Some of these dudes got to show and tell. You understand? They got to show and prove. Let's go. Let's go. It's about time for some of these dudes to pay what they weigh. You understand? Let's go. Hey, the clock ticking for some of these players we got on this roster now. You understand? It's about 95 people on the team right now. And we got to get down to 53. Let's go. Yeah. Ball, man. Ball, man. On the chain, yeah. Let's go. It's football season, baby. We back. Ain't no more talking no more. You know, it's time to put the cleats in the grass, you understand? It's time to suit up and go to war. Let's go. It's time to suit up and go to war, baby. Let's get it. And they just in the way. Hey. What's happening? Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone. But I promise you, you in the trap, baby. Let's go. It's the trap. We trapping on game day, man. Who ready for this game, man? Who ready for this game? We been waiting all year and it's finally here, you understand? We been waiting all year and it's finally here. It's about time they gave us our good, beloved football back, ain't it? It's about time, y'all. I can't wait till the regular season is almost here. I can feel it in my bones now. I can feel it in my bones. You understand? I can feel it, man. It feels good to be back to talking about actual football, man. Getting back into the film instead of talking about hypotheticals all the time, you know. It's about time that we got football back, man. It feels great to be actually back all the way. Instead of talking about hypotheticals, we really back with it. But wait a minute. Was that a bird or a plane? Oh. It's just nefarious news, of course. That's what it was. You already know what time it is. Shout out to everybody rocking. Wait a minute. Bam. And now we talking about who needs a big game out here, man. Who need a big game? Trap. Shout out to Mr. Charlie Jones in the building with the $5 super. He says, yo, we in the trap with it. Yeah. Now we talking about who needs a big game. I appreciate your contribution, sir. Who on this roster need a big game, y'all? We need to talk about this. We need to discuss this as a family now. Cause there's some of these guys, they hanging on to this team by the hair on their teeth at this point, right? They badly on the roster. So some of these guys got to put up or shut up. It's time to get down with the get down, right? I think everybody can agree, man. And first and foremost, I think Mr. Malik Davis, that's my guy. Y'all know I stood on top of the mountaintop for him earlier. And he kind of let me down the last game. I don't know if it was the line or going up against a first top-tier defense. I'm not sure. I don't know. But Mr. Malik Davis must do better next game. We need a big game out of Malik. Trap. I think it ain't even no way around it, man. We really do need a big game out of Malik, man. Because, like, of course, we already heard the rumors and stuff, so I can't confirm or deny it, but it is a rumor that they were saying that he was pouting at the end of the bench. That's why he didn't get his opportunities at the San Francisco game. So I'm sure he was in the doghouse for a minute, but he had to work himself back out of that doghouse, and now he did come back with a decent little count, and now he get on the preseason field, and he didn't produce at all. He did nothing. Now, I tried to give him a little grace, you know. Shout out to my YouTube brother, HT on Sports, man. He put me in my place, though. You know, sometimes you need your brother to tighten you up sometimes. I tried to take up for my guy Malik Davis. I said, hey, man, he was up against the first-team defense with a lackluster offensive line, right? HTM was like, sir, so was Rico Dowdle, sir. Trap. I said, good grief. I couldn't do nothing about it. I just had to take that L, you know. Sometimes, you know, even the best of them. Hey, Muhammad Ali took some L's, you know. But, man, this dude averaged like less than a footstep. He couldn't do anything. His yardage was very minute, and there's nothing I could say to take up for him. So, hey, we need you to do better, sir. We need you to get back on that horse and go crazy, bro, because you ain't do it this time. You didn't do it. So we need you to step back up. You was my number one. You was my running back two. I would have argued with everybody. I would have told him, man, Malik that guy, because I seen him produce in the regular season. That's one thing he got over Rico Dowdle. That's one thing he got over Deuce Vaughn. He got that notch over these guys because he's actually did stuff in a real live game. Excuse me. That's one thing that they can't take away from Malik. I got the footage. I got the tape. If you ain't seen it, go check out my Malik Davis video. I put it down perfect. I put his talents on display. This man was almost like a broken tackle away a couple of times from breaking big-time runs. So, man, that's one thing he got over them guys. But Mr. Deuce Vaughn got something to say, Mr. Malik. You better tighten up, sir. You better tighten up, because that boy Deuce Vaughn was looking like he was him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
Now, to be fair, Malik was going up against a first-team defense. Deuce Vaughn was going up against, you know, some guys that's probably going to have their CDLs out the while.
You trash.
So just to keep it into perspective, we got to be fair about it, right? So I'm not going to just dog Malik and say he was way worse than Deuce. We going to run it back a couple of these rest of these preseason games. We going to run it back and see what happens. That's all we can say. We're going to run it back and see what happens. But I definitely need a big game from Mr. Malik Davis. Hey, I put my neck on the line for you, sir. You gotta show me some love now. I did that solid for you. You gotta come through for your boy now. You must. It's only right, Malik. You gotta turn up. So Malik Davis is definitely somebody who needs a big game. Definitely. And I feel like, hey, his little position that he did, his role that he did, like etch out. It's in shambles right now. It's in jeopardy for Mr. Deuce Vaughn coming right along. So, Malik, it's your time to shine, my brother. You got to turn up. The next person, it's two of them, Mr. Cavante Turpin and Semi Fehoko. Trap. Now, Turpin, we've been praising you about your upside, how electric you look. You know, how dynamic you look, how elusive you look. You got all the physical attributes that we want to see from a guy of your stature and your skill set. You explosive, you electric. But, sir, None of that matters if you can't hold on to the football. And then you fumble the football on your bread and butter, sir. That's your bread and butter. Like, we shouldn't even be worried about you when you returning kicks, bro. We should be worried about you as a receiver. You supposed to be a Pro Bowl kick returner. So that should never be a problem for us worried about you handling the football as a returner. So that was very, very disturbing. So now I'm not even talking about special teams. I'm concerned with him as a receiver. I felt like I should have been seeing him flash way more. I did do a breakdown on Cooper Rush where Cooper Rush did not look his way, you know. So to be fair, it might not be Cavante Turpin's fault, but I'm going to be real with you. Like, I need him to flash more. It might be Cooper Rush's fault a lot of the times, but I need Turpin to flash more as a receiver. This is what we got you out here for. In my opinion, I didn't even have to see him in special teams. I want to see you become a receiver, and I want to see you actually separate on a consistent basis. I want to see, can you actually catch the football? Because with a guy like Turpin, I ain't going to lie to y'all. To me, I've seen him be looking real dangerous the way he handling the football on punt returns and kick returns. So my question is, can he catch the ball on a consistent basis? We don't need nobody fighting the football like last year. We don't need that going through PTSD because of that, man. We need some sure-handed guys who can catch the football and actually be consistent, be reliable, so that can depend on them. So that's my question with Cavante Turpin. Shout out to Cowboys Click with the $1.99 for your mind. He says Malik Davis is the Florida Gator. That's the problem. Ah, man, don't do that. Don't do that now. That's the SEC, you know. I'm not a Florida fan, you know. We had our battles with Tebow, so, you know, I'm not taking up for him, but we ain't gonna do the SEC like that, you know. I think Malik is a good back, though. Cowboys Click. I think he just gotta prove it. But now, who else we talking about? Excuse me. Simi Fehoko. Listen. Now, I just gave Turpin the business because I expected more. I'm high on Turpin. I feel like, you know, he's a very capable player. We just got to incorporate him to the offense. But Simi, let me holler at you, sir. Hey, go to Simi because this might get sad for him because, hey, you in shambles, sir. You in danger. Simi Fehoko. Listen here. Now, we've been giving you year after year after year, and we ain't seen much now. Our ROI is in shambles when it come to you. We drafted you, and we ain't got nothing back, sir. Nothing in return. This must cease. This must come to an end. Now, we done gave him all the leeway in the world, y'all. It's about time for us to get something back from Simi Fehoko. Now, I think the coaching staff, I think Mike McCarthy drafted him or something, right? Hold on. Was Simi here before Mike McCarthy? Somebody let me know that. But one thing about Simi, I feel like the coaching staff did him a solid last year because the man was not hurt. The man was not hurt last year, bro. Well, I say I have my suspicions. I don't feel like he was hurt. I can't say that for a fact because, you know, I wasn't there. But I will say I have my suspicions that was a phantom injury. I feel like they just needed to get him off the roster and keep him. So that's how you do it. That's roster manipulation. You act like he got an injury. Now you can put him on IR. You don't have to cut him. And then he's not at risk for somebody else picking him up. So I feel like the Cowboys was doing some kind of roster finagling and kind of figured out a way to keep Simi on the team. But how many times are you going to do that? This is time for Mr. Simi Fehoko. This is put up or shut up time. Now, you've been a camp hero a couple of the years. We ain't seen you ball out in preseason yet, sir. We ain't seen you ball out in preseason yet, Simi. So we done seen all the camp highlights. We know that. We know that you got all the physical attributes. We know that you big, fast, strong, all the above. But if you can't make all of those attributes translate to this preseason field tonight, sir, your job is in shambles. I'm going to just be real. And we was all high on Simi. It was a lot of scouts that was high on Simi. But he just hasn't showed us anything. He ain't showed us nothing. So how many more years we gonna keep giving him leeway? How many more years? Well, this is third year. I think this is fourth year, right? This might be I know it's either his third or fourth year. I can't remember. But it's far too long for us not to get no ROI on this guy. Zero ROI. We got no return on investment from Simi Fehoko. This is a toxic relationship. Like, look, relationships, any relationship, friendship, it's supposed to be beneficial on both ends, Simi. You're not giving, it's not giving. It's not giving. It's just not. You know, business, partnership, all of those ships supposed to be beneficial on both ends. And Simi hasn't gave us nothing back. And I feel like he's taking advantage of us now. Now, Simi, you owe us. You got to pay us back. But I think that's two good wide receivers that we need to see something from. And hey, we ain't waiting no more. It's about that time now. We solid on that. We gonna stand on that.
Well, I'm solid and stand on whatever.
And I hate for us to get to the 53-man roster cuts and have to look at Simi dead in his eyes and say, Simi, I'm gonna have to. Hey, it's almost that time now. You ain't got too much longer to be playing around. Now, when it comes to tight ends, we need to see some from Mr. Schoonmaker now. Hey, we know we drafted you in the second round, sir, and you've been hurt. So we going to give you some grace. But I'm telling you, I want to see you flash today. Trap. Hey, they say I'm the landlord now. I think today it is rent. The rent is due. It is due now. So for some of these players, you got to pay up, sir. We done let you get a loan. We let you get an IOU. We did all of that. It's time to pay up now. Mr. Schoonmaker, you a second-round draft pick. We got a loaded tight end room. You don't have time to be injured. You don't have time to play bad. We need you to show up. We need you to make that second-round pick justified for us because I need to see you flash. So I'm not saying he can't, but I'm about ready. I'm getting a little too anxious about it. I need him to flash right now. I do. Now, flash ain't too much, is it, right? Y'all, somebody let me know. Is a flash too much? I'm not saying he need to be, Gronk out here today. I'm just saying he need to flash. He need to make a couple plays, get us excited. Is that too much? Is that too much? Somebody please let me know. Let me know. I'm going to have to get some Jeopardy music in here because I need some participation. Somebody let me know. Landlord, you're too anxious. Landlord, you're too impatient. What's going on? Let me know if am I wrong. Please. That's what I need. That's what I need from y'all. Am I being too impatient with these players? So far. Now, Schoonmaker's a rookie. Now, if you say I'm impatient with him, I might give you that grace. But the other guys, am I too impatient? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if it's almost time to evict these guys now. They might have to go. They might have to go. But Schoon, you a second-round pick, sir. I want to see you flash. All I'm asking for is a flash. Give me a 15-yard catch over the middle. Give me a nice little block to lay somebody out or something. Like, do something. That's all I ask. I know you ain't got many reps because he was hurt. But, hey, I want to see you flash, bro. I don't think that's asking too much. I'm not saying he got to be Gronkowski preseason game 2. But I need a flash, sir. I need a flash. I'm sorry. I'm going to let you lie. I'm going to let you live. But I need a flash, Schoon. It's about that time, sir. Now, when it comes to the guards, Josh Ball, sir. Mr. Josh Ball. Hey, it's about that time now. Hey, looking at my role, it's about that time for you. Hey, we gave you all the leeway in the world now. We ain't charge you for rent last week. We didn't charge you for that. We said, hey, maybe he need time to grow. Maybe he need the counsel. Maybe he needs some help. Maybe we need the chip on his side. Maybe he need the combo block. We tried everything we could try for you, sir. So now it's about that time. We need you to pay up now. We need you to pay up. Now let's go on to Mr. Matt. Well, let's go. Hey, we seen Micah run through you. We feel sorry for you. Man, Micah ran through this boy like it was a little league player out there, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I like Matt Waletzko. So with me being impatient for him, of course he's a second-year player. We understand that. But all I'm saying is, it's about time for Matt Waletzko to show us what he's capable of. Because I feel like one of my biggest fears for Matt Waletzko was that he couldn't deal with power. And what did we see Micah do? There wasn't no elaborate rush that Micah did. Micah just ran through the man. Man, Micah just ran through the guy. So that's concerning to me. I want to see, can he deal with some bull rushes? Now, we understand Micah is not human. We understand Micah is a whole different breed. So I'm not expecting him to look like a world beater against Micah. But you just can't let the man just run all over you now. Am I wrong for that? Like, you just can't let the man just walk all over you now. Michael Parsons had a Matt Waletzko doormat out there, didn't he, y'all? What's going on? So we can't allow that now. You just can't be getting embarrassed. Now, Micah gonna do that from time to time, so I'm gonna give him a little grace. But Matt Waletzko is one of the people I was kind of big on because I like his size. I like the length he got. I feel like he got some great footwork for his size and he moved well. But my only concern was, can he deal with power? Can he take some bull rushes? And I said this too. I said, man, if I was Mike McCarthy, if I was the offensive line coach, I'd be sending D-Law at him all game. I'd send Micah at him all game. I want to see this man deal with some power. If he can't do that, we're going to have to get him in the weight room for a whole nother year, or he might have to go and get up out of here now. So I think the rent is due for him too. Let's see. I've been on fire today. Y'all gotta forgive me now. I don't know what it is, but the game day just do something to me now. Game day do something to me. It's about that time. Looking at the roll, it's about that time. Mr. Dallas Law says landlord is trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip with Josh Ball. Josh Ball can't pay rent. Landlord evict him. Good grief. Now that you had zero encouraging words in there, sir. You got me in shambles by this man. But look, what's crazy about it, Dallas Law, is look at the high regards that Mike McCarthy and them talk about this dude. They still like this dude. What do they see in him? I don't know. Like, what do they see in this dude, man? Because the team talk glowingly about him. All the fans be like, screw Josh Ball, and then Mike McCarthy and them be like, hey, we like Josh Ball. So what is the conflicting reports going on? Like, what is they seeing that we ain't seeing? Maybe they got some inside info. Maybe Josh Ball got some naked pictures of Mike McCarthy doing, some nefarious things. Who knows? We don't know. Trap. We just saying, some ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing with Josh Ball. But what y'all thinking about these players so far? Am I going crazy? Is landlord too impatient with these guys? Because I know it's a process. Some people, like I said, some people are microwaves. Some people are oven players. Some of these guys might take a little long. You might have to let it simmer. But I don't know, bro. I'm getting a little impatient. All I'm asking for something, show me something in the preseason, bro. I don't think that's asking too much. That's all I'm saying. John said he don't see it either. Hey, shout out to Stephen White. John McSwain said I don't see it either. So what's going on, man? Am I blind? Shout out to Cowboys Click with another $1.99 for your mind. He says Mancho, blah, blah, evict him, goodbye. Hey, I like that. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm just trying to see, man, because I'm a little amped up right now. It might be the Red Bull, maybe game day. Who knows? I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going too far. I'm trying to be, I usually be a little patient, a little logical. I try to be real logical about stuff. I just want to know what's going on. Do y'all feel the same way? Do y'all feel the same way? What is you talking about, Mrs. or Mr. Cerebral Assassin? So y'all got to forgive me when it's no indication if you are, a Mr. or a Mrs. on your profile and stuff. So I have to just freestyle. So, most of the time I'm going to say Mr. because, this is basically a male space. So I just have to assume you're a man. But, we have some women in here too. So, I just try to, go for what I know. Mr. Troy Williams says, boss man, You know what it is. Football is not a colorblind sport. If Josh Ball was a brother, he wouldn't even got drafted with his history. I don't want to, we know it's politics and, we know it's a racial element into this stuff too. But, man, I try my best to just keep it football because we know it's politics involved. But the politics is stuff that's invisible. We can't really detect it every time. Because, like, some of the players that we like, it might be a black player and he's screwing up. Or it might be a white player, he's screwing up. Sometimes we don't know. It's a gray area when it comes to that stuff. So I try my best to just keep it football, man. Because I don't think you can never detect it. You might have your suspicions like X-Files, You might have your suspicions, but you can't really never prove it. So I don't really be seeing why, like, I can't dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of look at it. I can't just dwell on it. Cowboys fan girl says, we've been patient long enough with Josh Ball. Hey, it's time. Don't rooster. What they say? The roosters came home to rooster. So, okay, you're a Mr. Cerebral Assassin. What you talking about was a love affair then? Because I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Cowboys Click says, yes, my blood is a little hard. I'm a little amped up. Time's moving slow. Yeah, it's about that time. We finna get to see some more Cowboys football, y'all. So we should be a little amped up right now. Miss Regina said Josh Ball and Simi can play patty cake in the back. They can go take a seat, Miss Regina. You telling them to come sit down? That what you telling them, Miss Regina? Don't be that way. Hoodlum in the building. What's happening? Craig Lofgreen in the building. He says, I need to see a lot out of the running backs tonight because if they don't produce, we need to bring in Fournette. I don't know what we expecting from Fournette. I think he can be a solid substitute though. Like, I don't expect him to be like change our life, but I think he should be able to do some short yardage stuff, Shout out to Dallas Dog with the $2 super. He says, thanks for the show on game day. We appreciate it. I appreciate y'all, man. We got the best fans in the world. You already know why.
We are America's team.
You know why.
The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Yeah, I think Fournette could do a serviceable job. I don't know. Don't expect star running back Fournette. Expect, Fournette that can handle some short yard situations. And, blocking and stuff like that. Yeah, Fournette can do that. He can do that. Stephen White says, hook up with the lawyer landlord. We need a lawyer. Hey, we might need a lawyer because some of these dudes don't want to leave, dude. Trap. Some of these dudes don't want to leave. Some of these dudes said they here to stay. But, okay, so most of y'all saying we good on the people we was talking about, right? Okay, everybody said I'm not too impatient on these guys. Okay, Matt Waletzko, I know you a second-year player, but I'm going to need more from you, my boy. I'm going to need a little more. Hold on. Cowboys Click says, I'm out. Why you leaving? What happened? Troy Williams says, let's talk football. That man couldn't hold a block last year, but I appreciate your perspective. Keep positive. Yeah, man, that's all I can do. It's some of this stuff we can't prove, and then if we did prove it, we can't do nothing about it. So, it is what it is to me. But okay, after Matt Waletzko, is that the next position? Make sure. Yeah, it is. Okay, y'all already knew. My boy Kelvin Joseph. It's about that time, Kev. Trap. It's about that time, Mr. Kelvin Joseph. We need a big day from you. Hey, he played a decent game last game, so I ain't gonna just, dog him out like some people do. But it is what it is. At this point, it's like I don't know how can I put this? You know how when people hype up a movie or something, and they be like, this is the greatest movie ever. And then when you watch the movie, you be like, this what y'all talking about? I think Kelvin Joseph in a situation like that because we expected so much from him. And then now if he don't live up to what we expected at first, it's just going to all be terrible. We going to just say he trash. So I don't want to do that. That's why I will give him some props for what he did last game. I feel like he had a good game, y'all. Excuse me. I know people don't want to talk about that, but Kelvin Joseph actually had a decent game last game. He wasn't terrible. So, okay, now let's see, can he build on that into this next preseason game? Now, he won't be going up against no starters like he was, but I do want to see what happens. I want to see what he can do against Matt Launders. I think he's a talented wide receiver that Seattle got out of Arkansas. And then JSN should get some run. I'm hoping they at least give him some run. I'm hoping they do. Yeah, I think he needs some reps too. Like, look, I know it's a popular narrative out here throughout Cowboy Nation, the media. Everybody want to dog Kelvin Joseph out. But true enough, he hasn't produced, especially to the level of a second-round pick. But I want to tell y'all right now, this is my perspective on Kelvin Joseph. Like I said, it's hard for a cornerback to come in cold, left and right. You pulling him out as soon as he make a mistake. Dan Quinn kept rotating them players in and out. So, like, I feel like my stance is the way I grew up, the way my coaches did, they made sure they let the cornerbacks get their lumps. That's the only way they going to be able to be a real cornerback. A cornerback, one of the biggest attributes for a cornerback is resilience, because you will give up a play. Everybody know that. Like, you will give up a play, but you need the confidence and the resiliency to come right back afterwards. See, that's the key. So if you pulling him after every bad play, will he ever build that level of character that he needs to be a real cornerback? That's what I don't like. I felt like it was some bad spots that DQ put him in. He already is a player who don't get no reps. And then when you do put him in, he in a bad situation, like in the goal line with no help on, no safety help. I seen him got put in some bad situations. That's my opinion. I seen this with my own eyes. So I give him that grace, but I'm gonna tell you this. Now, I feel like you should be up to speed. I feel like you should have enough experience collectively throughout the 3 years you've been here. Now, when he put you on the field, when he called your number, you should be able to at least be serviceable. If you can't be serviceable after all that, now it's time to do the Erykah Badu. But I really do think that Kelvin Joseph can do something, though. I don't think he just trash like Bubba Dub. I don't look at him like that. I know he's a talented player. I just don't think he can find his way. Maybe he needed to get the right mindset. We don't know. We'll have to just see what happens for the rest of these preseason games. But Kelvin Joseph is definitely a player that needs to be better. We need more from him for sure. So let's see. Now in the safety room, Marquise Bell. Now, we always been fond of Marquise Bell. I'm not saying that he's about to get evicted, but I think in a deep safety room, he gonna have to ball. So it ain't like he's been terrible and we tired on. For Marquise Bell, it's more like, hey, this room is deep and you gotta assert yourself. You gotta make sure you are known and noticed today. You gotta make sure. Trap. You got to kind of make your impression felt. You got to make your presence felt. So if you can't do that, sir, it's going to be, they might have to ship you up out of here, because look at Wanye Thomas. He done came and made his presence felt. He got an interception on a starting quarterback, a first-round overall quarterback. So he got him an interception. He got something to ride home with. So now, Mr. Marquise Bell, when you get your reps, you're going to have to make yourself known. You're going to have to make yourself noticed. And you made the team last year, so you got that over him. But Wanye been making headlines. Wanye been making a lot of people turn their neck and look at him. So all I'm saying is he got to make an impression on his coaching staff and on his team. I'm not talking like he's playing bad. I'm just saying he's a little too low-key right now, and he got to go ahead and turn up. That's all I'm saying. And that's due to the depth of the safety room. That's all I'm saying. How y'all feel about that? I feel like the safety room too deep for him to be low-key. Shout out to Michael Lockhart. He says 54 likes and 84 in the chat. Oh no, that is whack. No. Don't behave like that. Look at the disappointment on this young man's face. You got me walking around with my head down. Look at the baby. What more do you want from me? Now you got me staring out the window. And I gotta get that ugly cry. Oh my goodness. Don't behave like an Eagle fan, man. Trap. Man, who can spell window? Somebody spell window. I don't know how you spell it, but I know how to say it. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, I think the depth of the situation as far as the safety room go, man, he gonna definitely need to assert himself. That's all I mean. You can't be low-key in a deep safety room. That's all I'm saying. Let me know if y'all agree with that. Let's see what y'all saying about that. Bill also played very well last game. Yeah, I think he played decent. I ain't saying he didn't play good, but I just think he need to be a little more loud because you got to make an impression and make it quick. And like I said, Ranye kind of stole the show last game. I like Bill. He's doing a good job. I ain't say he wouldn't. Yeah. I think he just need to assert himself. That's all. I think he need to insert himself. Cause sometimes, you could be low key and good. You could be low key and good and be on the practice squad. That's what happens to a lot of people. Craig said he doesn't have to be loud. You don't think so in a deep safety room? In a deep safety room, I disagree, Mr. Craig. I ain't gonna lie. In a deep safety room, you need to make your name noticed. You got to get up in there. You got to get up in there. There go that window. Yeah, that's it right there. You got to get up in there. Just go out there and do your job. I mean, what if Wanye doing his job? It's still a competition though, Mr. Craig. It's still a competition. You gotta beat him out. And if he's making noticeable plays, you gonna need to make some noticeable plays. That's just how it go. Everybody gonna remember that interception. He said Eric Scott Jr. needs a good game. I would say so. If he want to get some starter reps, I left him alone because he's a rookie. And, he's not on the verge of losing his job. I'll say that. He's not on the verge of getting fired because he's a rookie. I look at Kevin Joseph as a bubble guy. He could possibly get cut if he don't show up. And I don't want that for him. So, this is like I'm signing an alarm for him now. Get it together. Get it together. Yeah, Wanye name is ringing all through camp and preseason more than Bell. That's all I'm saying. He got to assert himself. He got to assert himself. So, okay, like I said, I got another player in a deep room. You can't be quiet in a deep room, bro. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But okay, Mr. Jabril Cox, we already know he was trap. Y'all know he was on the thumbnail, so you know I had to come for him. But man, Jabril, he definitely needs to be. He might be, to me, he might need to have the biggest game. Cause you got to think, it's never a good sign when two young players get priority over you in the roster. We drafted Damone Clark. Damone jumped him. We drafted Overshawn. Look like Overshawn jumped him. They playing Jabril Cox on the second team. Jabril, this is your time. The time is now. Hey, the rent is due. What they say on Game of Thrones, winter is coming, sir. Trap. We need you to show up. We need you to show up big time tonight. I need to see you flash. I need to see you reading and reacting. I need to see you shooting them gaps. I need to see you getting some tackles for loss. I need to see you in coverage. Show us that coverage ability that you had at LSU. We need to see all of this. It can't go unnoticed for too much longer. These young guys is coming in and jumping you. They taking your roster spot. So after a while, what that's going to tell you? They going to move you along. They going to move you along. They going to put you on the practice squad, or they might let you go. You just let Overshawn come right in here and get over you. Then my boy Devin Harper was playing ball too. Trap. My boy Devin Harper was playing ball. That went in. Hold on. There you go. That boy Devin Harper was playing ball. Check him out. And I'm telling you, I was finna get ready to do a little film session on him, but hey, Devin Harper wasn't playing now. That's my guy. Devin Harper always played good in preseason too. I don't remember a preseason he didn't do good in. Last year, he was phenomenal in the preseason. He's showing coverage ability. He's showing blitz ability. Devin Harper been doing everything you want to see from a linebacker. He's physical. He's reading and reacting. He's everywhere he need to be. So that's not good news for Mr. Jabril Cox, bro. He got to tighten up. And like I said, winter is here for him. It's not coming. It's here now. We need Jabril Cox to turn up, or, you know, he could be one of them guys that be a casualty. It really could be, you know, and that'll be sad. Like I said, he was a player that I was fond of. He was a player that I got a lot of work on. I got viral videos from Jabril Cox. So, you know, I was rooting for the guy, but it's been far too long for us to not get that ROI for you. No return on this investment. And winter is here, and yeah, the rent is due. It is. It ain't no nice way to say that. It's about time for you to you know, give us some feedback, sir. We got to see if you're alive. Are you still alive and kicking? We trying to see. But here go another guy who, hey, we might need to send a life route for this guy, right? Trap. Mr. Neville Gallimore. Hey, we had so many high hopes for Neville. We understand that he was balling. He played good last preseason. But I'm talking about overall, he needs to keep that up. He needs to be consistent on that end. I seen him being disruptive. I seen him being a force last game. But, sir, we need you to take that from last game and come right back and do it again. Build on that for sure. Because, listen, you a third-year player. You really shouldn't even be playing in preseason. Well, they do it a little different because they got Dante Fowler out there getting reps too. So some people do it a little different. But Neville, it's a lot of young people that could be getting these reps. So for you to still be out here trying to fight for your life, battle for your life, that's kind of alarming. And that shows me that they got other people that they like over you, you know. So it's time for Neville to pay up too. How y'all feeling about Neville Gallimore, man? Because, you know, we thought he was going to be a lot more than he was, but he never showed us who he could be. We always was going off the potential. We know he's explosive. We know he got he's athletic for his size, and he's a powerful dude, but a lot of that stuff never really translated to the football field or on a consistent basis. So it's about time for Neville to put up or shut up too. So how y'all feeling about Neville? How y'all feeling about Mr. Neville Gallimore? Miss Patrice said, I'm believing in Neville. I'm trying. Trap. Said, I'm trying. I feel you, Miss Patrice, because, you know, we like Neville. We want to see all these players do well when they got a star on their helmet. So I'm not rooting against nobody. I'm just saying it's about that time now. Looking at my role, it's about that time for you. It's about time for you to show up. Cowboys fangirl says Gallimore will be the odd man out, unfortunately. That'll hurt because it's a lot of people who still feel like, you know, he didn't get his proper shot or something, or he just kept getting hurt. It was always some with him, but it's about that time for him. It is about that time. Trail Stover says it's a big game tonight for a lot of guys. I just named almost all of them. I think I named all those guys I named so far. Them dudes need a big game. They definitely need big games. And it's one more guy. I say he need a big game due to the fact that they got a deep room. Neville need a big game because he haven't been playing great football the last couple years. He did good the first preseason game. Let's see can he build on that tonight against Seattle. But this guy right here, Isaiah Land, we need a big game out of you too. Trap. Now, this another peculiar case because we know he played phenomenal last game. But like I said, like I was trying to tell Mr. Craig, this a deep room. He need to keep this up. We gonna need this again from him. So this a deep room. You got to be consistent. You got to be on fire. In a deep room, you going to lose a lot of people. You going to lose talented players. It's really like he on an uphill battle because he'll have to beat out Dorrance Armstrong, and I know that's one of their guys. So if he want to at least make it a difficult decision for the front office to pick Dorrance or somebody over him, he gonna need to ball out again tonight. He gonna need to ball out again, and he was balling out last game. He was off the chains last game. He stayed in the backfield. He made him a pallet in the backfield. He made him a pallet in the backfield last game. So I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, it's not that he got bad play. It's the fact that he's in a deep room. In a deep room, I don't care how nice you is. I don't care how good you is. You gotta actually beat somebody out. Like, you can't just be a solid player in a deep room. You gonna be on the practice squad. You gotta beat somebody. You gotta take somebody's position. So it's a whole different level. It's a different mentality that you need when you in a deep room. You gotta your level of competition go up through the roof, sir. It's through the roof. So hopefully he can make this roster. Hopefully he can make this roster, because I don't think he going to make it on the practice squad. If they put this kid on the practice squad, somebody going to pick him up. Trap. So most of us, we probably should be rooting for him. If you like the player, if you like Isaiah Land, the best thing for him is to be on this 53-man roster. The best thing for him, the best thing for us, how can I say this? The best thing for us, if you want him to be a Cowboy, and that's what I say. If you want him to be a Cowboy, we need him to be on this team. We need him to make this 53-man roster, because if he had to be flexed to the practice squad or something, he gone. Somebody gonna get him. I'm willing to bet, especially if he have a good game tonight. If he go out there and sack the quarterback or something, he gone. He is out of here. Stephen White said no matter who guys DA and Fowler are, they are awesome players. We deep. That's what I'm saying. That's the argument I just made. Like, in a deep room, you got to be spectacular. You can't just be mediocre or good. You got to beat somebody. You got to take their position. So we need a big-time game from Mr. Isaiah Land as well, I feel like. So do anybody disagree with any of the guys I said? Do anybody disagree, have any, any gripes against some of the guys I mentioned? Let's see how y'all feeling, Let's see how y'all feeling. John Jones said Gallimore will get picked up by somebody. I think so, too. I think Gallimore is, too. He'll get picked up. Somebody will give him a cup of coffee and see if he can make it. Somebody will. Let's see. Yeah, we in a deep room. So, yeah, Gallimore in a deep room, too, now, with Mozzie in there. You got Mozzie, you got Quinn Bohanna, you still got Hankins. You got Chauncey Ghost in the defensive tackle now. So, hey, he kind of in a deep room, too. T. Foster says youngster is looking at my Gucci. It's about that time, Schoolie D. Yeah, man, it's about that time for a lot of these players. Cowboys fangirl said they probably fake injury for Land to keep him. That'll be a tactic they probably should consider, too. They probably should consider that. The solid they did for Semi last year, they might need to do that for Isaiah Land. I'm with you on that one. They might have to come up with a phantom injury to keep this boy, because he going to be gone, especially if he ball out this game right here. If he get a sack, because he got pressures out the wazoo last game. If he get a sack or two, it's over. It is over. Forgive me, I don't know if I can pronounce that, but Maldine says if Land has a good game, then CJ probably gone. That's possible. That's possible. Let's see. Nope, you were spot on. You agree, Miss Patrice. I appreciate that. I tried to come and, give my warning shot to these players because I think some of these guys, they in trouble. They in trouble as far as making this team. Shout out to Asmodeus in the building. Shout out to all the people that slid in late. QVR11. I would rather trade DA than lose land. Hey, that's how a lot of fans feeling, but I'm telling you right now, DA got priority. They like DA. The front office like DA. I just asked you what did they see in Josh Ball? That's almost similar to DA. Like, they see something in DA that a lot of us don't. Now, he did have a lot of sacks last season, but I don't know. I'm just being real. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't going to dog the man out because he had sacks. But all sacks ain't made equal. That's all I say. I'll just say that. John Jones said, I agree with you about Land. He will not make it to the practice squad. Yeah, he gone. He gone. If he come out here and play, if he come out here and ball, it's over with. He said, never pay your fare. Hey, it's rent time for him, ain't it, Tab? It's about time for him to go ahead and, pay up. Hullum said, I'll trade Dorrance too. Man, we should have did that last year after game what? After by game 5 or 6, he had about 8 sacks early. He had a ridiculous sack total in the beginning of the year. If you would have traded him then, you would have got some money. If you would have traded him then, you would have got a nice return on that investment. You would have came up. But we was holding on, thinking that he was really like that, and then he didn't get for the rest of the year. I don't think he got no more sacks. Like, he just got ugly. He started out with about 8 sacks in the beginning of the year. Let me see. Maybe I can go look that up real quick. I want to see his, because I know at the beginning of the year, he had about 5 sacks. He had a ridiculous amount of sacks early in the year. And then for the rest of the year, I think he got a little quiet. So let's see. Dorrance Armstrong. Let me see if I can pull this up. By game. That ain't work. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Career and premium stats. Okay, here we go. Game. Sacks. Okay, he had 2 in Cincy, 3 in the Giants. 1 in the Giants, that's 3. 1 in the Rams game, that's 4. See, he had 4 sacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games in, he had 4 sacks. Let me see. 5. He had 5 sacks in 6 games. Then he got 2 in the Minnesota game, and then 1 in the Giants game, and then 1 in the Washington game. So he kind of spread them out a little bit, but he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games with no sacks at all. Trap. Hey, man, I ain't trying to be just super critical on Dorrance, but that's a lot, bro. 10 games with no sacks? Goddamn. 10 out of, 17, 16? That's a lot of games, bro. That's a lot of games. But to be fair, Dorrance do pretty well against the run and stuff, but his grades ain't saying it most of the times. I don't know. I don't trust PFF grades. I kind of just go to them for stats and, a couple of the stats. They got advanced stats. I don't really subscribe to their grading system. But according to PFF, his run grades don't look well either. He got a 90. He got a 90 against Indy. And he got a 86 against Washington and a 71 against Tennessee. Everything else looks terrible almost. So he had a 49.1 at Tampa Bay, a 46 in Cincinnati, 52 at the Giants, 62 at the Washington, 65 at LA, 35 at Philly, 61 at Detroit. So is the run grace that we give Neville, I mean not Neville, but Dorrance, is the run grace that we give him, is that pseudo? Is that even real? Like, I don't know now. Like I said, I'm not gonna give PFF all them grades. But hey, it's something to look out for. It's something to take into consideration. Maybe that ain't even, maybe we giving them a little too much grace. So 10 games without a sack is kind of crazy. It's kind of alarming. And then his run defense didn't look super great either. So I don't know. Hey, I said this, but it's kind of hard to go against the sacks. But hey, I just showed you he went 10 games with no sacks at all. And then his run defense, according to PFF, wasn't nothing to ride home about either. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's very concerning to me. Very concerning. As Modi has said, he's cool but inconsistent. So look, would you prefer a player like Dorrance Armstrong, who basically you got to scheme up sacks for? Cause I'm just being honest with y'all. He a lot of his sacks was like cleanup and stuff that off of stunts and stuff, like DQ basically drawed them up. Now I ain't saying anybody can do that. Maybe Dorrance is just heady and witty enough to understand the system to get home. So I ain't taking all the credit away from him. But I'm just saying, we got some players. I wanted Dante Fowler to get reps over him. So I like Fowler. So if it's a situation where you just tell him to line up and go against this dude, give me Fowler all day. Fowler is just a better athlete. He's just a better pass rusher. But pass rushing is his only thing. I said this on, I think I was on the call with Skywalker Steel. Shout out to A to Z Sports. I said, I feel like the DQ using Dante Fowler and Dorrance Armstrong as the complete defensive end, because Dorrance was a little better at the run and Fowler was a great pass rusher. But now they got a player like Sam Williams. So I feel like Sam should be able to take over all the way after a while. Philly said Howard sent him to scout the Cowboys. Hey, you the only Philly fan that don't get the skippity paps. You don't get the you smoke crack, don't you? You don't get none of that. You come in and be respectful, man. So I ain't even gonna do you bad. But hey, you should. I know you want to watch America's team, man. I know that.
We are America's team.
I know you do.
The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
I know you want to watch America's team. That is law said 8 sacks is nothing to sneeze at. That's true. That's why I gave him his respect. Now I'm not saying anybody can line up and do what he did. So I'm not taking all the credit away from him. I'm just saying all sacks ain't created equal. That's all I'm gonna say. Trey Stover said close to double-digit sacks, plays the run well. The $8 million is probably warranted. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Like I like Fowler better, and Fowler's an older man, but he's more athletic. I feel like he can get after the quarterback better. I feel like he can play the read option better. I really do. Because of his athleticism, not because of the knowledge. I think he can get to where he need to get to. Red in the building said he got a few great shots before. Who you talking? Oh, you talking about Philly? Oh, you talking about Philly? Yeah. I'm out of dead. You know his name is alarming. His name is alarming. You already looking at, when you see Philly, you like, op, that's an op right there. You already know.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter, I'm trying to smoke me up.
And then you have been and got the lighter and then notice, oh, that's Philly. He good. He all right. Trey Stover said, bro, it's always some Philly fans in the Cowboy chat. I literally never have to urge to watch an Eagles content creator. You ain't lying, you know. I got some that I know and I still don't watch their content, you know. I mean, maybe if I'm finna play them, maybe if the Cowboys play them next week, I might peek in. I doubt it, but you know, I'm just trying to be fair about it. I don't see it. I don't see it. But as Modi says, Armstrong 2 year, 12 million, 6 million a year. I don't know about that. But like I said, I ain't trying to dog Dorrance out. You know, but it is players that I prefer over him. And that's just my personal opinion. Hey, if my personal opinion mattered to the Cowboys, we'll have 6 already. If my personal opinion counted for the Cowboys, we'll have 6 messing with me. Shout out to HT on Sports in the building. What's happening? Yeah, man, we gonna get ready to do this watch party for y'all too, man. So y'all make sure y'all spin back and hang out with the pack. You know, hang out with the 3 amigos watching the game, man. We gonna have a good time. Y'all know how we do. We very entertaining the way we do it. So y'all make sure y'all pull up and stop by in the Trend app on the West Coast, sipping some Hennessy. Trap. Yes, sir. He said that like you from O Block and going hang on 63rd. Exactly. You in op territory just maxing and relaxing. Like, is you crazy? He says, I support my brothers. That's the only reason why. Craig. Don't give Philly a hard time. He ain't gave us no hard time. He just an Eagles fan, you know. I guess it is normal Eagles fans that exist. You know, he seemed pretty normal. Some of them guys come in here, bum, y'all suck, Cowboys terrible. They just come in here just straight crazy. So, you know, we gonna leave him be. Hullum says, "Wow, Eagle fans so obsessed with the Cowboys. It's getting weird, bro." Yeah, you know, they fond of us. You know, it is what it is. It's nothing they can do. They can't be like us. So, you know, what they say, you can't beat them, you got to join them after a while. He is a spy, but luckily we ain't playing game. We ain't game planning right now, Mr. Kevin, so we good. You understand? But I appreciate everybody that came through, man. If y'all got any last questions, let me know. Y'all know I appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing out. I hope the likes gonna get, you know, it's 83 people in here right now, and I have to see. I don't know what the lights looking like, but I hope y'all gonna take care of me one day. You know, one day we gonna get to where we need to be. But y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Like I said, we will be doing a watch party to my knowledge. So y'all make sure y'all spin back and support Landlord Sports. But you already know what they hate us for. Why the Eagle fans in here? You want to know why? Because we are the greatest. That's why. Make no mistake about that. Yeah. You understand? That's why they hate on us.
Money.
Let's
in
get
my
it.
hand.
Yeah. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined.
It's
every
game
line
day,
is
baby.
Divine verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time.
It's
no matter
game
how much
day.
shade they throwing, I still manage to shine.
Let's
I don't
get
know why they so obsessed with mine.
It's
I'm
game night.
about go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine.
Game
Man,
afternoon.
I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch
Game
teams
midnight.
like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm
Yeah.
too cocky and confident that humble.
We got a graveyard shift game, y'all.
Ways, but I'm amazed how they
A game
display
on the
such
graveyard
miserable
shift.
hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They
Let's
wanna
go.
see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze.
But yet I rise like the phoenix. Show these people I'm great. And I know them haters can't
stand me. We'll
Let's
take a
go.
seat. I do it for the family.
So bring the block to the
Grammys.
And if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah.
I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom,
You can't get how I feel.
To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals.
Let the doubters see you making it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Young poet got flow flowing, it's mind
Let's
blowing.
go.
I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning.
Yeah.
For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning.
Every beat I eat and destroy, that's what the fans want it.
The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping.
Yeah.
I'm a giant when rhyming.
And y'all microscopic.
I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet.
Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping.
I'm from the bottom,
Let's
assembled
go.
by the avenue, so I gotta pay homage to the hood
To show my gratitude.
And then my attitude is similar to an animal.
These dudes ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into.
I am the truth.
These people know that I kill it.
These are God level lyrics.
I should be on Mount Olympus.
My music therapeutic to the
Real people spirit like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me, I'm the greatest.
Yeah, I know
Let's
these
go.
haters can't stand me.
But take a seat.
I do it for the family.
So bring the block to the
Grammys.
And if you try to stop me, you need a plan B, yeah.
I just do it for the real.
If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel.
To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals.
Let the doubters see you make it. Show them all you the greatest, I'm the greatest. Miss Patrice says, I have a question. Do you want our starters at any time this preseason? I mean, it'll be nice to see them with a series, but, you know, I'm a little scared. Miss Patrice. So leave them be. They'll be fine. We got some top-tier people they practicing against, so I ain't too worried about the rust. Dak has played great after not playing in the preseason, and he's played kind of lackluster after not playing in the preseason. So who knows what'll happen? I believe in Four. I think he'll do his job. So there you go, Miss Patrice. Bam. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all support Landlord Sports. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.